Okay, guys, today is June 17th, and this is week number 18 of the video series. Today is also Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. Over the last 2 weeks or so, we really had some serious health issues here we've been dealing with, and I feel pretty confident that that is past. We lost a lot of birds the last 10 days, but as of today, we have 6 days with no expired birds, and I'm pretty happy about that. I experienced PMB years ago, probably 12 or 15 years ago when we lived up north. That was a real issue, and there's pretty much only one thing you can do, and that's just go in and eliminate all the potential suspects, and that have a little time for the virus to run its course, and you'll see what you got. As of today, there's the number is 632, and that's the net amount of birds we got here. I have 7 left in the building that I put them all in, and those 7 don't appear to have any problems and are bouncing right back. I did get with the vet Tuesday of this last week, and we had a bird sent off to the University of Georgia to have a necropsy done. And with some of the symptoms, some where I was clear it was PMB, some I wasn't really quite sure. I think there may be an underlying issue or something going on, and we sent a bird off to find out for sure. The one that I sent off is one that had some other symptoms that wasn't textbook PMB, and when that bird comes back, I'll decide what we're going to do next. As it stands right now, the wing on the loft, there's 450 some pigeons in there have been settled, and then this side here there's close to 200 that are settled but haven't been let out yet. I don't want to turn any pigeons loose until I find out the results from the necropsy. And then, depending on what the results are from that, then we'll move in the appropriate direction and guide it by our vet. And as soon as we get everything under control, I will be turning all the birds loose as one group. Today, I got all the pads and the booster modules and all that. The expansion modules are all hardwired in now. We're good to go. Just flip the switch and it should be no problem. I do have all the 9th and 10ths pulled, and I'm assuming it's probably going to take 10 days or to 2 weeks to get the results back, and as soon as they come back, determining what they are, I'll know what my next move is. And as soon as that comes, we'll be starting to loft fly every day, and I'll be posting on Wind Companion. We've got all our birds now. They're all getting ready. By the time it comes back, they should all have their 9th and 10th that are broke through, and then I'll start letting them out, and they'll take it at their own pace. You know what I mean? There was really no rush here. We won't even start training until towards the near end of August, so that's plenty of time. I like to get them out flying, get some fresh air. It always seems to do well for a pigeon when he's out moving around. The weather has definitely changed here in Georgia, and now it has gotten hot, and I honestly like the heat for the pigeons. It keeps the building good and dry, and usually don't have a whole bunch of problems when it's hot and dry. When you get damp conditions, that's when you'll have stuff show up. But all the birds look good. They pretty much just out enjoying it, and as soon as we find out our results from the University of Georgia, then I'll know for sure what our next move is going to be. And when they do come back, I will post those on the Facebook page and keep everybody up to date with exactly what the results were and what was said. We're going to follow the vet's advice and get whatever we got done, need to do, taken care of, and move on with the race. I did send out an email to all the breeders in the race yesterday, notifying them that Wind Companion is 100% updated, and a lot of guys were wondering how they get looked. I'm pretty sure you have to log in, and then you can view your own birds and see if you had lost any. any pigeon that's in Wind Companion that I've marked has died. That's a free perch for next year, for 2019. And I know some of them, with the special we had this year, you send 3 and send 1 free. Some guys lost a pigeon, which would essentially be their free bird. I'm going to go ahead and honor those too. That's a free perch for next year. It's terrible that this happened, but get it taken care of and we'll work through it. And that's all part of being a good one-loft race. You know what I mean? If a bird didn't make it, you get a replacement for next year. Other than that, everything is looking good. The weather's finally changed. Like I say, we've got quite a few days now without having any expired pigeons. I'm real happy about that. And the ones that are here look to be fine. I just want to wait till I know for sure from the cropsy results. And as soon as we get that back, it's all good. We'll start turning pigeons loose every day. And then we'll be flying them every day that we can. And everybody get ready. We're getting close. An update on the trailer. I talked to Wednesday, I talked to Jackson Manufacturing, who's making the trailer, and I was assured that it will be ready for delivery on or before July 20th. And, I don't plan to even start training until August 20th, so that should give us 30 days to have the trailer in place where I can have the birds, you know, going out and exploring it and getting a look at what's going on. And of course, the first training will all be done right in the yard here. We'll crate them up, probably let them out of that trailer for 4 or 5 days right here in the yard. That way they're used to it, learn how to use the water system, feel confident they can be put in there and they know how to get a drink, and before we even think about hauling them down the road anywhere. Alright guys, I appreciate all the support I got over the past 2 weeks. That means a lot to me, and we're going to move forward, and that's what it is. And I feel that giving everybody a free perch all to compensate for the issues we had. And one thing I will note, we had quarantine loss this year, and I really liked the way they worked, and they worked good until you had a sick pigeon. And we got a sick pigeon in the building, and with being enclosed in that area, it just really spread to all the rest of the pigeons that were in that building. And some of the ones that expired had been vaccinated. Some had been vaccinated twice, and others hadn't been vaccinated at all. And it was pretty much just a crapshoot on whether the bird was going to get it. But it was in a confined area. This winter, I'm going to put up 2 flight pens. Probably 8 by 12 is what I'm thinking. Just an open air flight pen. And that's what we're going to use for quarantine next year. That way, if we kind of do get like an airborne virus like we had this year, it'll have air steady moving through, and that may reduce any of the casualties that we may get from that, and hopefully stay localized just to the bird that got sent in with it. But that's for next year and on the agenda. And this year we're just worried about getting these things out and start flying every day. And I'm hoping by next weekend I can start letting them loose. All right, guys, enjoy your Sunday, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.